Welcome back. I got up again. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday and weekend. Try to read about old jet airliners, and I like to read a bit about the old jet engines inside this old jet aircrafts. The same I like to do the old fighter jets. So let's it's 9:30. So I made a paper. So and then I will do some kind of video on my language, Danish. After reading, it was supposed to be English, but I will not do that. And nobody understand my language, Danish. So this video, my Danish jet engine video, will not get many views. Because nobody understand Danish on YouTube.
Rolls-Royce Avon. The Rolls-Royce Avon was the first axial flow jet engine designed and produced by Rolls-Royce. Introduced in 1950, the engine went on to become one of their most successful post-World War II engine designs. It was used in a wide variety of aircraft, both military and civilian, as well as versions for stationary and maritime power. An English electric Canberra powered by two Avons made the first UN refueled non-stop transatlantic flight by a jet, and a Borg de Havilland Comet 4 powered by four Avons made the first scheduled transatlantic crossing by a jet airliner. Production of the Avon Aero engine version ended after 24 years in 1974. Production of the Avon-derived industrial version continues to this day, by Siemens since 2015. The current version of the Avon, the Avon 200, is an industrial gas generator that is rated at 21,00022,000 shp, 15.7 16.4 MW. As of 2011, 1,200 industrial Avons have been sold, and the type has established a 60 million hour record for its class. Design and development, edit. The engine was initially a private venture put forward for the English Electric Canberra. Originally known as the H.65 for axial jet, 6,500 lbf, the engine was based on an initial project concept by Alan Arnold Griffith, which combined an axial compressor with a combustion system and single-stage turbine using principles proven in the Rolls-Royce Nene engine. Design work began in 1945. The Avon design team was initially headed by Stanley Hooker, assisted by Jeff Wild. Development of the engine was moved from Barnard Swick to Derby in 1948, and Hooker subsequently left the company, moving to Bristol Engines. The first engine ran on the 25th of March 1947, with a 12-stage compressor. The engine was difficult to start, would not accelerate and broke first-stage blades. Two-position inlet guide vanes and compressor bleed were among the design changes which allowed the engine, as the RA.2, to run a 25-hour test and fly in the two outboard positions on the converted Avro Lancastrian military serial VM732, from Hucknall on the 15th of August 1948. The first production engine, which needed a two-stage turbine, was the RA.3, or Avon Mk101. Several modified versions of this design were produced in the Mk100 series. The Avon 200 series was a complete redesign, having very little in common with earlier marques. Differences included a completely new combustion section and a 15-stage compressor based on that of the Armstrong Siddeley Sapphire. The first application was the Vickers Valiant. Operational history, edit. The engine entered production in 1950 as the RA.3/MK.101 with 6,500 lbf, 29 kN, thrust in the English Electric Canberra B.2. Similar versions were used in the Canberra B.6, Hawker Hunter and Supermarine Swift. Uprated versions followed. The RA.7/MK.114 with 7,350 lbf, 32,700 N, thrust in the de Havilland Comet C.2. The RA.14/MK.201, 9,500 lbf, 42 kN, in the Vickers Valiant, and the RA.26, 10,000 lbf, 44 kN, used in the Comet C.3 and Hawker Hunter F.6. An Avon-powered de Havilland Comet 4 flew the first scheduled transatlantic jet service in 1958. The highest thrust version was the RA.29MK.301/2, RB.146, used in later versions of the English Electric Lightning. It produced 12,690 and 17,110 lbf, 56,400 and 76,100 N, with afterburning. Other aircraft to use the Avon included the de Havilland Sea Vixen, Supermarine Scimitar and Ferry Delta II. The RA.3/MK.109 was produced under license by Svenska Flygmotor as the RM5, and an uprated RA.29 as the RM6 with 17,110 lbf, 76,100 N, thrust. The RM5 powered the Saab 32 Lansen and the RM6 powered the Saab 35 Draken and all-weather fighter version of the Lansen, J-32B. 300 Avon 113s, and a larger number of Avon 203s were produced under license in Belgium by Fabric National Division Motors. In the US, the RA.28-49 was used in the VTOL Ryan X-13 vertijet aircraft. In Australia, the Avon was used by Commonwealth Aircraft Corporation in the CA-27 Avon Sabre. The Avon continued in production for the Sudaviation Caravel and English Electric, BAC, Lightning until 1974, by which time over 11,000 had been built. It remained in operational service with the RAF until the 23rd of June, 2006 in the English Electric Canberra PR.9. Initial design work was done on the two-spool RB.106/RB.128 as an Avon successor for large supersonic fighters. Variants and designations, edit. AJ-65. The original designation, standing for Axial Jet 6500 lbf thrust. RA.1. Prototype engines for testing and development. RA.2. Pre-production engines for testing 6000 lbf, 27 kN. RA.3. Civil designation for the first Avon production mark. First Avon with a two-stage turbine. 6500 lbf, 29 kN. RA.7. Civil designation for the uprated version of the Avon RA.3. Electrically started. 7350 lbf, 32.7 kN. RA.7R. RA.7 with reheat. Meant for use with an afterburner. Explosive cartridge started. 7207,500 lbf. 3,253,400 kp, without afterburner, 90909,740 lbf, 4,1254,420 kp, with afterburner. RA.14. Civil designation for the uprated version of the Avon with cannular combustion chamber and sapphire style compressor 9500 lbf, 42 kN. RO.14R. RO.14 with reheat. 9500 lbf, 4300 kp, without afterburner. 12300 lbf, 5590 kp, with afterburner. RO.19. RO.19R. RO.19 with reheat. 12500 lbf, 5669 kp, with afterburner. RO.21. Production engine developed from the RO.7 8050 lbf, 35.8 kN. RO.21R. Production engine developed from the RO.7R. Same as the Avon Mk.21 7600 lbf, 3460 kp, without afterburner. 9690 lbf, 4394 kp, with afterburner. RO.23R. RO.23 with reheat. 10,000 lbf, 4535 kp, without afterburner. 13,000 lbf, 5895 kp, with afterburner. RO.24. RO.24R. Same as the Avon Mk.470. RO.25. Civil Mk.503. RO.26. Further improvements to the Avon 200 series Civil Mk.521. RO.28. Second generation variant 10,000 lbf, 44 kN. RO.29. Civil designation for the Mk.300 series, used by the Sud Aviation Caravel. RO.29/1. RO.29/3. RO.29/6. Same as the Avon Mk.533 12725 lbf, 56.60 kN. RB.146. Rolls-Royce designation for Avon Series 300. Avon Series 100, edit. Avon Series 100 are early military versions of the Avon. Avon Mk.100. Military designation for the RO.3 Avon 6500 lbf, 29 kN. Avon Mk.101C. 6600 lbf, 3000 kp. Avon Mk.113. Avon Mk.114. Military designation for the RO.7 Avon 7350 lbf, 32.7 kN. Avon Mk.115. Same as the Avon Mk.23 8000 lbf, 3630 kp. Avon Mk.117. Avon Mk.118. Avon Mk.20. Australian version built on license by CAC for the CAC Sabre Mk.31 7500 lbf, 33 kN. Avon Mk.21. Afterburning Swedish version built by R and on license by SFA for the Saab 32A/C same as the RO.21R. Designated RM5A1. 3460 kp, 7600 lbf, without afterburner. 44454,700 kp, 9,810,360 lbf, with different afterburners. Avon Mk.21. Improved Mk.21 with increased diameter on the engine outlet for more power. Built by R and on license by SFA for the Saab 32A/C designated RM5A2. 7600 lbf, 3460 kp, without afterburner, 9810,360 lbf, 4,4454,700 kp, with different afterburners. Avon Mk.23. Same as the Avon Mk.115 non-afterburning Swedish version built by AR for the Hawker Hunter Mk.50 designated RM5B1. 7760 lbf, 3519 kp. Avon Mk.24. Non-afterburning Swedish version built by AR for the Hawker Hunter Mk.50 designated RM5B2. Avon Mk.25. Non-afterburning Swedish version built by AR for the Hawker Hunter Mk.50 designated RM5B3. Avon Mk.26. Australian version built by CAC for the CAC Sabre Mk.32 7500 lbf, 33 kN. Avon Series 200, edit. Avon Series 200 are uprated military versions of the Avon with cannular combustion chamber and sapphire-style compressor. Avon Mk.200. 9500 lbf, 42 kN. Avon Mk.47. Afterburning Swedish version built by AR and on license by SFA for the Saab 32B. Same as the RA.24R. Designated RM6A. 10,800 lbf, 4,880 kp, without afterburner, 6,500 kp, 14,000 lbf, with afterburner. Avon Mk.48. Afterburning Swedish version built by AR and on license by SFA for the Saab 35A/B/C designated RM6B. 10,800 lbf, 4,890 kp, without afterburner, 14,410 lbf, 6,535 kp, with afterburner. Avon Series 300, edit. Avon Series 300 are further developed military afterburning versions of the Avon for the English Electric Lightning. Avon Mk.300. 12,690 lbf, 56.4 kN. Avon Mk.301. The ultimate military Avon for the English Electric Lightning 12,690 lbf, 56.4 kN, dry, 17,110 lbf, 76.1 kN, wet. Avon Mk.302. Essentially similar to the Mk.301. Avon Mk.60. Afterburning Swedish version built by AR and on license by SFA for the Saab 35 Draken D/F same as the RA.29R. Designated RM6C. 12,710 lbf, 5,765 kp, without afterburner, 17,000 lbf, 7,800 kp, with afterburner. Westinghouse XJ54. Avon 300 series scaled down by Westinghouse to 105 pound/sec airflow to produce 6,200 pound thrust. Avon Series 500, edit. Avon Series 500 are civilian equivalents to the military Avon Series 200 variants. Avon Mk.504. Avon Mk.506. Avon Mk.521. Avon Mk.522. Avon Mk.524. Avon Mk.524B. Avon Mk.525. Avon Mk.525B. Avon Mk.527. Avon Mk.527B. Avon MK.530, Avon MK.531, Avon MK.531B, Avon MK.532R, Avon MK.532RB, Avon MK.533. Same as the RA.29/6 12,725 lbf, 56.60 kN. Avon MK.533R, 12,600 lbf, 56 kN. Avon MK.533R11O. Swedish designations, edit. Reactions motor 3AMRM30. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.101C. Reactions motor 501RM501. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.21. Reactions motor 502RM502. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.210. Reactions motor 5B1RM5B1. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.23. Reactions motor 5B2RM5B2. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.24. Reactions motor 5B3RM5B3. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.25. Reactions motor 6AMRM60. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.47. Reactions motor 6BRM6B. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.48. Reactions motor 6CRM6C. Swedish designation for the Avon MK.60. Applications, edit. Military aviation, edit. 1 CAC CA23, cancelled. 2 CAC Sabre. 3 de Havilland C Vixen. 4 English Electric Canberra. 5 English Electric Lightning. 6 Ferry Delta 2. 7 Hawker Hunter. 8 Ryan X13 Vertijet. 9 Saab 32 Lansen. 10 Saab 35 Draken. 11 Supermarine Swift. 12 Supermarine Scimitar. 13 Vickers Valiant. Civil Aviation, edit. 1 de Havilland Comet. 2 Lockheed L193, cancelled. 3 Sud Aviation Caravel. Other uses, edit. 1 The Avon is also currently marketed as a compact, high reliability, stationary power source. As the Avon 1533, it has a maximum continuous output of 21,480 shp, 16.02 MW, at 7,900 rpm and a thermal efficiency of 30%. An example can be found at Didcot Power Station in the United Kingdom, where 4 Avon generators are used to provide black start services to assist in a restart of the national grid in the event of a system-wide failure, or to provide additional generating capacity in period of very high demand. 2 As a compact electrical generator, the Type EAS-1 Avon-based generator can generate a continuous output of 14.9 MW. 3 On the 4th of October, 1983, Richard Noble's Thrust II vehicle, powered by a single Rolls-Royce Avon 302 jet engine, set a new land speed record of 1,019.46 km per hour, 633.46 miles per hour, at the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. Surviving engines, edit. 1 Several Avon-powered Hawker Hunter aircraft remain airworthy in private ownership in 2010. 2 Thunder City in South Africa as of 2011 operated 2 Avon-powered English Electric Lightnings. 3 SWAF operates 3 Saab Lansen and 2 Saab Draken airworthy for air shows. Engines on display, edit. A Rolls-Royce Avon Mk1 is on display at Amrita University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu in the Department of Aerospace Engineering's lab. 2. A Mk524 Avon has been restored at the Museo Nacional de Aeronáutica de Argentina by the Museum Friends Association in Moran, Argentina, and is now on display. 3. An Avon Mk.203 was donated by Rolls-Royce to the National Museum of the United States Air Force in July 1986 for public display. 4. A Rolls-Royce Avon is on public display at the Midland Air Museum. 5. A preserved Rolls-Royce Avon Mk.203 is on display at the Royal Air Force Museum, London. 6. A partially sectioned Mk.101 Avon is on display at the Royal Air Force Museum, Cosford. 7. A Rolls-Royce Avon is on display at the Australian National Aviation Museum, Moorabbin, Victoria, Australia. 8. A Rolls-Royce Avon is on public display at East Midlands Aeropark. 9. A Rolls-Royce Avon is on display at the Fleet Air Arm Museum at Anisya Vilton. 10. Several our Avon engines are on display at the Queensland Air Museum, Caloundra, Australia. 11. A Rolls-Royce Avon engine is on public display at the Historical Aircraft Restoration Society Museum at Illawarra Regional Airport, New South Wales, Australia. 12. A Rolls-Royce Avon engine is on public display at the Parkes Aviation Museum in Parkes, New South Wales, Australia. 13. A Rolls-Royce Avon is on display at the Classic Flyers Aircraft Museum, Mount Maunganui, Bay of Plenty, New Zealand. 14. A Rolls-Royce Avon Mk.26 is on display at Mike's Dyno Tuning and Performance Engines, Dandenong, Victoria, Australia. 15. A Rolls-Royce Avon, GAF, is on display at the South Australian Aviation Museum, Port Adelaide, South Australia. 16. A Rolls-Royce Avon is on public display in the car park, undercover, at South Lanarkshire College, East Kilbride as an exhibit about Nape Saran. 17. A Rolls-Royce Avon Mk101 is on display at the entrance foyer of Faculty of Engineering, University of Pradenia, which was gifted by Professor Salvador Mahaling. 18. A partially sectioned Avon is on public display at the City of Norwich Aviation Museum in Horsham St Faith, Norfolk. 19. A Rolls-Royce Avon engine is on public display in the Charlesworth Transport Gallery, at Kelham Island Museum, Sheffield. Specifications: Avon 301R, edit. Data from Lightning F.6 Avon 301R specs. Lightning.org.uk archived from the original on the 10th of April, 2008. General characteristics. 1. Type, turbojet. 2. Length, 126 in, 3,200 mm. 3. Diameter, 35.7 in, 910 mm. 4. Dry weight, 2,890 pound, 1,310 kilograms. Components. 1. Compressor, 15-stage axial flow. 2. Combustors, cannula, 150 pound /s, 68 kilogram /s. 3. Turbine, 2-stage axial flow. 4. Fuel type, kerosene. Performance. 1. Maximum thrust, 12,690 lbf, 56.4 kN, dry, 16,360 lbf, 72.8 kN, with reheat. 2. Overall pressure ratio, 7.451. 3. Specific fuel consumption, 0.932 pound /lbfh, or 26.4 g /kns, dry, 1.853 pound /lbfh, or 52.5 g /kns, wet. 4 thrust to weight ratio, 5.66. See also, edit. Comparable engines. 1 Armstrong Siddeley Sapphire. 2 Pratt & Whitney J57. Related lists. 1 List of aircraft engines. References, edit.